Hello class 8. Today I am resuming my chapter of ecosystem from pyramid of number. Last day we have completed up to food web. I hope you have followed the video and there are no problems. Now pyramid of number is, what is pyramid? It's a conical structure. We denote this pyramid in our ecosystem chapter with a conical structure with a triangle, and there are many trophic levels in that. Now what are these trophic levels? We'll come to that. Pyramid of number shows the number of individuals at each trophic level in a food chain of an ecosystem. That means how many number of individuals are there in each of the trophic levels in a food chain of an ecosystem. We can represent it with the help of a triangle with this pyramid of number. Now what is this trophic level? Each level in the food chain is called the trophic level. When we are talking about the food chain, then each of the levels in the food chain is called the trophic level, right? Now, here I have given you in the form of a table the interspecific interactions. That means between the species, how they interact with each other. Maybe they are of same species or maybe of different species. Especially they are of different species, and this interspecific, that is why we have said inter. Inter means between the different species and intra means same species. So interspecific interactions can be of two types: positive interaction and negative interaction. Now positive interaction means in this type of interaction one or both the members are benefited, and negative means definitely only one of the two members is benefited or the other one is harmed. Okay. Now what are the examples of positive interaction? Symbiosis, where both are benefited. Commensalism, where one benefits and the other derives neither benefit nor harm. Scavenging, animals consumes dead remains. And what are the examples of negative interaction? Predation, one kills the other for feeding. Competition, both the organisms are harmed. Parasitism, one organism resides on or inside other organism. One species is getting benefited and the other is harmed. So these are the examples of the positive and negative interactions. I'll give you the elaborate definitions of symbiosis, predation, parasitism. I'll come to that. First one is symbiosis. It is a relationship of the different organisms, two different organisms, in which both are mutually benefited. Okay, like the symbiotic bacteria which remains in the root nodules of the leguminous plants, they give nitrogen to the plant for their development, and in turn plant roots help them to provide nutrition. Clear? Parasitism is a relationship between two organisms such that one organism benefits at the cost of the other and often harms it. The organism which is benefited is called parasite and the other organism is called host. Now I can give you a very easy example and common example. Mosquitoes, they are parasites. They feed on our blood, they suck our blood, and they are benefited. But we are not benefited in any of the ways and we are always harmed, right? So that is also an example of parasitism. Predation is a relationship between two organisms such that one organism hunts the other for food or kills the other for food. The animal which hunts is called the predator, while the hunted animal is called the prey. It's a very easy example. The prey-predator relationship between a lion and a deer. The lion is the predator, obviously, and the deer is the prey, right? The last topic of this chapter is we have to learn about the forest ecosystem. Now there are many kinds of forests throughout our world and they have got different kinds of ecosystems in them. First of all, it consists of a large landmass covered with trees. You know, forest is a very, very big area of land, and which is densely covered with trees, with different kinds, different species of trees. A forest is also the home of many varieties of animals, because you know, trees and plants are the home to the different kinds of animals: birds, monkey, squirrel, etc., etc. The biotic components, that means the living components of a forest ecosystem, includes plants, animals, and microorganisms, obviously the decomposers, which interconnect with the abiotic components. And abiotic are always, you know, wind, temperature, rainfall, soil texture, climatic factors, atmospheric factors, right? Now, there are many examples of forests, like tropical rainforest, temperate forests, boreal forests. These are the various kinds of forests we can find in different parts of the world. Few examples only I have given. So this forest ecosystem is an important part of our syllabus. So please go through it. Now students, I have completed the chapter in the previous class also, as I have said you in the last video, but I have just recapitulated the chapters so that those who are new to the school will face no problem, and those who have already studied in class 7, they know that this is a very important chapter. I have finished off this chapter, and in my next video I will try to upload the important questions from the chapters which I have completed already, because again I am repeating, I have completed endocrine system, circulatory system, nervous system, and today I have completed ecosystem. So all these systems I have completed. Now I will give you the important questions, how you can prepare at your home for your exams, right? So please wait for my next video when I'll upload that, and definitely I will also give you the proper syllabus which the council have set this year. Okay, thank you.